take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Complete to number 80.
A big play there. 73 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
His kick is
and that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Dolphins 7, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
At the 42-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here to his running back, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Dolphins.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 2 now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The pass. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stops right around the 29. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10.
Number 7, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome, but I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the turnover, it's Tua, eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Here's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Bengals' 10-yard line.
On second down, Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 10 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check 52, 25, 10 seconds. Check 25, red, yellow.
From the gun, it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at about the 28. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
For his running back.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's what...
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
55 mark, 55. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here.
Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check that screen.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Man, that's trash.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
Play is a turnover on downs.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
36-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen has it, left side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hampton, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and...
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38.